Hey guys, welcome in. It's been a minute since we had Richie Khandelwal here on the Fearless Investor podcast and YouTube channel, but man, there is a lot going on that not only is within Price Labs that you can now add to check out some really cool trends that we're going to go over today in regards to pacing and how occupied is your market this year compared to last year. But there's a lot going on within the STR industry overall that I feel like this data that we're going to go over today with Richie is going to be super, super helpful for you to just kind of see like, hey, how's my market doing? And for those of you that are new or about to start your business, what a great tool this is going to be. So Richie, first of all, thanks for jumping on. And well, by the way, guys, if you haven't already known this, we've got a free 30-day trial to Price Labs, fearlesskyle.com/Price Labs, and an onboarding training from Richie and his team. And not to mention, they're also a discount partner of ours with the six-figure formula, fearlesskyle.com/6FF. Richie, thanks for always coming on here and just providing immense value for the group. We're excited for today.
Likewise, very, very excited. And this topic around market demand and what's happening in terms of market is, of course, very close to what Price Labs does, but is also close to a lot of people's heart and mind this year because, there's all this conversation about recessionary fears. Is market slowing down? We've heard the hashtag Airbnb bust things happening, right? And then a couple of days ago, or was it yesterday? I can't remember anymore. But Airbnb announced their results and they had like a very, very good quarter and their stock prices went up. And so it's very confusing. Which is it, right? Is my market doing well this year? Is it not doing well this year? Am I the one who's not getting bookings? Is my market not getting bookings? And that's something that we constantly explore and automate via our dynamic pricing, right? But also in order to make this data available so that people can see, people can try to understand what's happening in their market and make some decisions on their own as well. We've introduced certain things. And one thing that I'm going to talk about today is what we refer to as pacing. Pacing essentially refers to rate at which you're getting occupancies, and normally it's compared to a prior period. Normally we compare pacing to, and when I show these graphs, it'll become a little bit more clear, but normally we compare it to say same time last year. How is my occupancy today versus same time last year, right? And you'll hear me say two words, which is like pacing ahead. When I say pacing ahead, I am doing better in occupancy than last year. If I'm saying pacing behind, I'm doing worse than my last year. Okay. I'll share a graph and I'll also show navigate to where this is on Price Labs so that you can easily find it. If you are on Price Labs and if you click review prices for any property, you end up with this kind of a screen where you see Price Labs calendar. You normally put in a base price, minimum price, and you have your prices that you can see. If you've not looked in, do look into neighborhood data, and that's where we're going to walk into. It is a treasure trove of data set that you can find to understand what your market's doing. So as we get into this, there is a future prices graph where you can see how your prices are related to market. But where we are going to focus on today is what your market's occupancy is doing. Okay. Now, when I say market, if you scroll down below, you'd see this location. If you click that, you'll also see a graph that pops up that'll show what do we mean by market, which is like, here's your property and here are all the other properties that we're tracking. If you click on any of these dots, which I'm going to, you can see like the Airbnb listing that opens up, right? So that's the market. And now we're going to scroll up and we're going to talk about the occupancy thing that we were talking about, right? So if you log into your account and you see neighborhood data, you'd see these red lines. You'll see this red line, which is the market occupancy, the market that we just saw right now. What is the occupancy for any given day? So what that means is on March, say 17th here, my market is 74% occupied, right? Or on April 14th, my market is 48% occupied, which is say if I had 100 properties in the market, 48 of them are not available to book. Yeah. Okay. Now, what we've also added here is add last year data and add pickup data. Just for this webinar, I've already pre-checked them so that we don't spend time loading them. But in your case, these wouldn't be checked. So if you want to check add last year data, it'll show you certain stuff, and add pickup, it'll show you certain stuff. So I'm going to go into and talk about add last year data. So we have this red line, which is current occupancy. If I wanted to see, oftentimes there's a question about, hey, my summer is not getting as many bookings. I'm not booked for summer.
Sure.
Last year I was already booked for summer, and sometimes people have that feeling. Price Labs also changes your booking curves, right? A good way always that we recommend is to say look at data. So for example, we're going to look at market occupancy last year today, which by selecting add your data would have come in, but I've disabled it. And so what you see now is you see this solid gray line and a red line. Now the red line reflects what's happening this year, and the gray line is same time last year. So let me take that as an example. Let me say May 6th weekend, which is a Saturday. As of today, that is 13.5% occupied versus same time last year. By same time last year, I mean as of Feb 28th, a corresponding date, which is May 7th, because we're considering Saturday to Saturday. We don't want to compare a Saturday to a Friday.
Sure.
So Saturday to Saturday was 27% occupied. Again, put simply, if there were 100 properties, 13 properties today are booked versus last year 27 were booked, right? So this market, if I generally look at it, for most dates, it is pacing behind the last year's occupancies, right?
Okay.
But if you see close in also, like pacing behind, then it matches up, and then it's pacing behind. I would say still there is time to book, so maybe not. And also, like I know this listing is in Miami. Last year, Miami had a lot of bookings in April and May. Not sure if it will again get the same number of bookings, because April and May is not necessarily a very hot Miami season, right? And this is also a little bit inside listing. Now, this is pacing behind. What we can also see is market occupancy last year, which is what was the full realized occupancy in that market last year, right? So I'm sitting here and I am getting worried. Oh, wait, May 7th, last year the market was 23% occupied. I am only 10% occupied. My current market is 10% occupied. I am so far behind, right?
Right.
But at the same time, it's very important to realize that the final achieved occupancy on that date was 63% in this market, right? So there is a lot of room for you to still, like that 23 eventually went to 63. So you have about 40 more listings that will get booked, maybe a little bit less, let's assume 30. So there is still a lot of room for us to play with, right? So that's the reason why you want to look at last year occupancy as well.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
I'm loving this, and especially because, and I'm kind of cheating and getting ahead of everyone, but I'm looking at one of my markets right now while
Okay.
you're going through this, because I'm like, okay, this is really interesting. I have this feeling, and a lot of people I think that maybe already have a business probably have this feeling of like, man, it feels like I'm getting more last minute bookings this year, or man, it feels like I'm getting booked way far out in the future compared to last year. And so I like this tool to be able to see, like, I'm looking, if I can just share my screen really quick here.
So I have one thing that I would want to add on
sure.
this. This is market, right? We're looking at
Sure.
market.
Okay.
And we can also look at the same thing on portfolio analytics, where you can see for your property, not just the market, right?
Okay.
So we're going to look into that as well. But yes, please share your screen.
Yeah. So like I've got a property here that it's in slow season right now. And so, the first question that I was going to have was like, okay, is everyone else as slow as I am right now? And the answer to that is actually no. A lot more people are booked up, or sorry, not more people.
This
compared
market,
to
so
last
if you
year.
see, March is pacing behind, right?
Yes.
If you see March is pacing behind, summer is still as solid, right?
Yeah.
In fact, if I look at July is pacing ahead.
Yep, exactly. And that's what I was
you're more booked. Right?
Yeah. And that's what I was encouraged about, is like, okay, yes, people are maybe booking a little bit less during this slow season than they were last year. But hey, my hot season, where I'm really going to make my money and where I care the most about, is what we're doing the best in. And as you can see with these gray pillars in the back, I'm already booked up on those.
You're already booked up on those.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think one other thing that's encouraging too, Richie, is just like the gap between, this red line and the dotted line of what the actual occupancy is it's not huge. It's not ideal, but it's not huge in most of the next 30 days. So that's
what ends up happening is because as you can imagine, right, as the date approaches, the same time last year kind of occupancy will get closer to your final occupancy, right? So for example, if I'm looking at that September number, right, there's that massive peak in September. If you put your mouse on that,
right here.
Right here, right. The market's already 7% occupied. Last year it was 4% occupied, and the final occupancy that the market achieved was 84%, because there is still, we're in Feb, we're ending Feb, right? March, we still have 7 more months to go, right? We still have or 6 more months to go for that date, right? So the gap between achieved occupancy and then the final occupancy will be a lot larger. But as you get closer to the dates, like if we're looking at in March, that gap generally will be a lot lesser, right? Now, one other thing that I want to talk about, if we can just stay on your graph, can you, where you add last year data, can you click add pickup?
Let's do it.
And then remove add last year data, right? Okay. So what we are now looking at is what percent of the bookings, or what number of the bookings came in the last 7 days.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just in last 7 days for the market, right? Now, so if you put your mouse on March, Kyle, like any of the March dates, right there, right? So March 9th, of say 100 properties, 12 are booked, but of those 12, 9 got booked in last 7 days.
Wow.
Right. Okay. So this is like, this March period for you is a very, very last minute period. If that makes sense, right? Now, if I saw the same thing, say in Palm Springs would look like your last minute, very few people are booking. People are booking way far in advance. It's a very luxury market, etc., right? So depending on the market you're in this market, people, at least for March or April, they're booking very, very last minute. There are very few bookings. There are very few bookings, right? But on those few bookings, people are still booking like very last minute.
Yeah. I mean, just even looking at March 4th, right? Like 22 out of 26% were booked in the last 7 days.
In the last 7 days, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, right? Which means for the upcoming weekend, people booked either the last weekend or this week.
Yeah. That's interesting, which makes a lot of sense, because this market that I'm looking at is it's in its slow season, which the weather, it could snow, it might not snow. And so for that reason, people are like, okay, it snowed last weekend. What 7-day weather says it's not going to snow next weekend. Let's go ahead and book. So that makes sense.
Cool. That's cool. And this is for the market, right? Now, can you also click on portfolio analytics? I don't know if you've ever,
where am I at?
At the top of your screen in black bar, portfolio analytics.
Oh, sorry, your face is over it. That's why I couldn't see it.
Oh, sorry, no worries.
There we go.
Right. And then can you shrink your screen? I think you're missing the right side.
Of
your screen.
Okay.
Click see analytics. And what this is I don't know if you've ever done a topic on portfolio analytics itself, Kyle, maybe next time we can do this, but this is like where you can see, you want to scroll down. Everyone can see your revenue numbers. Okay. Maybe you want to edit it out, right? Scroll all the way down. Scroll all the way down. Maybe you'd edit. You can edit this out if you want to, right?
Yeah, sure.
But I wanted to focus on this pacing number. Yeah, right here. So let's say we scroll down to the spacing charts, right? Now what you're seeing is, do you see that occupancy chart?
Yep.
Which is the topmost chart, right? Red is how occupied is your portfolio this year, right? And red dotted is how occupied was it same time last year.
Wow. Very interesting.
Right? And so you can understand, like, for example, April for me is pacing ahead, right?
Yeah, same.
Whatever that peak was in March, that's slightly behind, but that helps you understand how are you doing relative to last year, right? And similarly, in terms of ADR, which you see below, which is like how are my prices doing compared to same time last year, right? Now it can be very jumpy. the far out you go, it can be very jumpy because you have very few bookings far out. Right. So like one booking completely destroying it, right? But very close in the last month or 2 months, you
Right.
can understand it better to saying, how is my average daily rate doing relative to last year?
Very, very good
So
information.
bunch of graphs here. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to showcase this. There's of course a lot to unpack here, right?
Right.
But feel free to always reach out to our support team if you have any questions. If we run monthly webinars on our product updates, we run daily web trainings on how to use Price Labs. So reach out for that. But if you're trying to answer what's happening with your market, these graphs are going to be tremendously helpful.
Awesome. Well, and guys, as always, we do this about once a month with Richie, and all of these have been archived. If you just go to fearlesskyle.com/price labs, you can see all of the recordings. And if you haven't already started with your free 30-day trial, you can do that right now by going to the same link, fearlesskyle.com/price labs. You get a free 30-day trial and an onboarding training from Richie's team. But if you're sold on Price Labs, you're like, I just want to get the best price possible. Well, you can also get a great discount by being a part of our 6-figure formula, which once again, you can go to fearlesskyle.com/6FF. Richie, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate your time and really appreciate you just continuing to add tons of value and knowledge bombs about Price Labs. And kudos for staying up and continuing to do just all these things to innovate.
Of course, anytime. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.